1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm taking my time, and I'll get there when I do. I'm taking my time, and I'll get there next to you. I don't have to hurry at all. I don't have to worry. I'm small, but I'll get there when I do. Oh, inch by inch I'm going forward. Inch by inch I'm crawling next to you. And I'll get there when I do. Oh, I said inch by inch I'm going forward. Inch by inch I'm crawling next to you. And I'll get there when I do. Yeah, you. And I'll get there when I do. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Monday Show. My name is Nice Peter, and I'm glad that you're here. Last week, I made a video in which I told you that I got a new car. An old new car, but a new car nonetheless, and a convertible, to be exact. One of the most popular comments I saw was something to the effects of pics or it didn't happen, which led me to believe that people didn't believe it or they wanted to see it in order to believe it. So I thought a picture would be boring, so I figured today, I'll take you on a little ride. But it's a little hot. In fact, it's very hot in here. So let's put the top down. This is my favorite part of every day now. Right, this moment right here, where the sunshine opens up and I can look around and see nothing but sunshine. So, let's go for a ride. Oh, I gotta take the parking brake off. I always forget. I'll find a nice little neighborhood where it's safe, so I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we're on a bit of a quieter street now with no people on it, because I wanted to be safe. It's funny, I feel like I'm talking to you like you're in the car, except you're very small and you're sitting on the floor. So I feel like I'm traveling around with a tiny, tiny traveling companion. What's also funny to me is that these are the same streets a long time ago that I drove around on a little green machine trying to find pieces of trash to put together and make a musical instrument out of. And now I'm driving around in a convertible. I'm moving on up to the east. That person's looking at me funny. So one of the cool things about having a convertible is that you get the sunshine. One of the bad things about having a car with no top is that the sun shines down on your head. And I have to be careful not to get sunburned on my scalp. So I often wear a little cap to protect my head. Everyone is looking at me funny. What's fun about driving this car is that it's like, well, I'll show you when I pull over and I'll show you the actual car. But it's like cool looking. I've never had a cool looking car before. I've always had kind of dorky looking cars. So people will actually stop and say things about it. Like there was a older black gentleman that just said, "Hey man, how about that car?" And I said, "Yes," because I didn't know, what do you say to that? It wasn't a question. Well, I guess it was, but I didn't know the answer. Okay, I'm pulling over to park and I'll show you the whole thing. I hope you don't mind me sharing this with you. I'm not trying to like show off the car, but it's very happy inducing to me and I wanted to share it with you. It's even got wood on the knob. The knob is wood. That's great. And it's British. It's a British car, so of course it has terrible taste in clothing and it makes very soggy breakfasts. Okay, so that's it. It's a white little machine of glory. We're back at the studio, and this is the other thing I wanted to show you. It's a fish tank, and I just got it, and it's only got 2 tiny little fish in it, and I'll go into the regular Monday Show place and tell you why I got it, but I wanted to show it to you now because we're going to add fish and other plants and things to it, and this is the starting stage. Here, come on, take a look. It's got a funky Roman ruins and some rocks, and there are 2 fish in there, but they're usually scared and usually hiding. Here's a Dumbledore's wand that I'll use to poke at them every once in a while. Not viciously, just to wake them up. The reason I got a fish tank is because while I was on my little vacation, I had a realization about myself and stress and people and frustration and fish. and I'll share it with you. Sometimes I will get frustrated maybe with myself or maybe with someone else if things don't work out the way I know that they can, or I know that I want them to. If I'm trying to get a song or a performance out of myself and I can't do it, I get very frustrated. And if I'm working with someone else and I can't quite get the thing I'm trying to get from them, sometimes I get very frustrated. I'm sure that you've encountered in your life people who are just stupid or do things that are just dumb, and it can get to you, you know, and it can make your blood pressure elevate and your stress levels elevate, and that's something I dealt with all the time, and especially in the pressure of making big videos, it was something I had as a challenge. So while I was on my vacation, I was thinking and relaxing, I realized something about fish. They're the dumbest creatures on Earth. They're just dumb. They're great, but they just kind of swim around and do dumb things, and they'll eat until they die if you overfeed them. And we still love them. I still love fish. I love to sit there and look at them. And I think it's because I accept them for what they are. I don't expect them to be perfect. I just accept them for what they are. And I took that and I realized that I could apply that to everything in my life. And I think I might be able to have an easier time with things if I accept them for what they are. So I remembered to think of fish. Every time I get frustrated with someone or frustrated with myself, if I'm like, oh, that person's so stupid. Well, so are fish. And I wanted to get myself a fish tank to remind myself of that every day. And plus I'm going to get little clownfish because they make me happy. So that's all. Oh, one last thing before I go. I mentioned in the description of last week's video, I started exercising. And I'm preparing for a role that is a person who's stronger than me. Not necessarily a giant person, but stronger than me. And I wanted to really get ready for it. So this is my first time on an exercise routine. I spent a lot of time sitting and walking around and singing and working on a computer, but not so much with the weights and the lifting. And it's an interesting experience. And I didn't know if there's anyone else out there who's either just starting an exercise regimen or wants to start an exercise regimen, but maybe we could do it together. I'm reading a book by Arnold Schwarzenegger, of all people, but it talks about how if you're training or exercising with people, it kind of helps you keep going. And I could use that kind of help, and maybe somebody out there can too. So I'll keep you updated on my progress, you keep me updated on your progress, and maybe it's time to get physically fit! Or maybe we'll just go through a few weeks of grueling exercise until we go back to working on the computer. So if you're exercising, good luck. If you drive a convertible, don't forget to protect your head so you don't end up with a red scalp. If you have a fish tank, please take care and don't overfeed them. And if you're British, please change up your breakfast cooking. Have a very nice week. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.